Hey guys, Lucas Green here, and I am back with another video for the Adam Ferns Archive channel. And it's time to do the rankings of Scooby-Doo Season 3. I'm not going to go into detail of crazy editing in these videos because I think me and Adam are kind of done with Scooby-Doo. Well, I don't know about him, but we're kind of burned out of it. So we're just doing this to kind of wrap it up as we go. Adam's done his videos, I've already seen them. So now it's time to do mine to wrap this up. So for this video, as you can tell by the title, this will be the episodes one. I have the notes here, there we go. So let's get through this. I'll try and rush through this bit by bit because there is other stuff I have to do today. Last spot on my list is the Mystery Inc. Clones episode. I found this kind of boring, really. It was because realistically the mystery, I mean, it's a nice concept that it's different than the villain is actually the gang, but it really didn't have much going it for me that grasped me because once you figure... The villain is pretty obvious, to me anyway, because it's in your face. And it's just a bit... I wanted something more interesting than a copy of the gang, really. I was expecting more, and I never really got any sort of twist or anything more to it. The chase scene was rather dull to me. The culprit, like I said, was predictable. The monster was, of course, kind of boring. And I was just expecting more, so that's why for me it's my lowest spot in my opinion. The one above that is the Robot Clan episode, which involved the golf course, involving Shaggy doing a little tournament to... It was fun. I found it like a fun episode it was. Because it had a creepy clan, it had Shaggy, and it had like a bit of a hijinks with the competition. So I found that bit rather enjoyable. Above that we have the Cowboy episode, which I'm not really a fan of this episode either. But at least it had like a robotic Terminator type vibe to it that kind of raised it above the Robot Clan. Above that we have the Ossamons episode, which is basically a parody on take on Gremlins. I'm sure Adam sees it as a parody on Pokemon or Digimon, but it's mainly Gremlins. This one's an okay one. It's fun seeing a different type of little monster finally getting a Gremlins type thing at the very end of the series. But it's a nice change. And of course we're going to get that meme of it's fun time all the time. So that was a nice fun episode. The one above that obviously is the Golden Man episode, which is basically where the Mystery Inc. go to Fort Knox and they meet the Golden Man villain and all that. It's a fun episode. There are some things that are dragging it down, but for the positives that it have, of what the monster is capable of, and the fun chase sequence and the Secret Six, it has its redeeming moments. Above that we have the Coral Creature episode. Again, fun chase. This one had a fun chase sequence, an interesting twist, an interesting twist at the end with the monster, and it had some fun jokes from Shaggy and Scooby there. I would say the weakness is the culprit, but apart from that, it was a good episode. Above that, we have the Gargoyle episode. I'm not sure my line was crazy. There we go. Above that, we have the Gargoyle episode. This one was like a wild spazazz of fun. It had two chase sequences. One seemed more better than the other, and the weakness of the episode is the culprit. But it's an interesting take using, of course, a gargoyle as a villain. So it was a nice take, and I'm glad they finally got to that. Above that, we have the Titanic Twist. This one is an episode I rather watch a lot. From my childhood, I know. I'm not sure why, but maybe because they kept re-showing this episode in particular, so I seem to have like a bit of nostalgia for this episode, I guess. I mean, it's not the best monster moment, but its strength lies in nostalgia and its culprit. But apart from that, it really doesn't have any more redeeming traits from there. But yeah, still, I like it more than the Gargoyle one, in my personal opinion. Above that is the Chinese Dragon. There's a lighting thing in this room. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. 1 second. Let's just shut the curtain real quick. Like that, and we'll just turn the light on. Boom, that should help the case. There we go. But yeah, like I was saying, Chinese Dragon is above Titanic Twist. Fun episode, had a great chase sequences. The villain was probably predictable, but I feel like it had its strong moments and it had its cheeky humor that make it more memorable, especially the duck. So there we go. Above that we have the Frozen Fiend episode. This one, its strengths lie in the culprit. Again, interesting design with the villain being, of course, ice hockey. Scooby-Doo, What's Up Scooby-Doo has a lot of interesting ideas of creating new, unique concepts. But apart from that, the chase sequence is okay. But yeah, it's good. Again, I think I put it above the Chinese Dragonist because of it had a better culprit in my personal opinion. Above that, we have the Demon Farmer episode. Great episode. Had an intimidating villain. A chase sequence which is pretty short. And of course brings out the Secret Six once again. Mind you, the whole thing about the popcorn thing was kind of ridiculous and weird, but still, it had its high points that made it stand. Above that, of course, in my personal opinion, is the Skeleton Driver episode. Had a good culprit. Had an intimidating villain with a bit of personality in there. Had its moments. And of course, the whole NASCAR thing is kind of a drag, but it is nice to see new concepts, so I do enjoy this episode pretty much. And of course, there is a Smash Mouth song in there too. Not the best, but still, it's nice to hear them. Above that, we have Toxic Terror at number 2. Of course, this is going to be a fun one. Great chase sequences. Kind of a sympathetic culprit. And, of course, an interesting design with the monster. And they kept flipping with the Toxic Terror many times. So it was rather unique and fun. And, of course, at number 1 is no surprise, the Creepy Keeper episode. Easily the best. Having someone to be a rival to Velma, the culprit, was rather a dick thing to do, but still stood out. And of course, you had the Creepy Keeper himself as a villain. Oh, he was very intimidating, and I'll get to that when I get to my monster ranking. But still, very great episode, and of course, not a great chase sequence. I mean, it has a great villain. It has probably one of the more enjoyable culprits, and it also has a good chase sequences. So overall, as a Scooby-Doo episode, I think it's the whole package for me. So I'd say the Creepy Keeper episode is the best of that season. But this has been the ranking of the episodes. Up next will be monsters, then culprits, then chase sequences. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, peace out.